Yes, sir.
This is I'm being open up front. This is a little bit like tougher question, but it's something that's important to me. It's an honest question. So the district attorney originally ran on this like beautiful platform, right? That's just get rid of minor possession, petty arrests for minor drug possession, overhauling the bond system, clear out the backlog of rape kits. Y'all are, I'm sure, aware that in the news recently, we've seen that there have been discussions of high bonds at $15,000 that came out from early 2017. When she ran, it was a little bit more absolute that those wouldn't exist. That was the campaign promise. I think she was the #1 leading vote getter in Harris County. I think a lot of people probably have concerns about that. I know I have concerns about it. I know a lot of the people who I've spoken to who are kind of agree with me and agreed with her originally when she came out with it had concerns about it. What's your office's current position on high bonds? Are you going to continue those? Are you walking that back? Where are you at this point on those?
I can tell you this: for somebody who's a danger to the community or a flight risk, we're gonna ask for high bonds. I can tell you that right now. I have a case right now that just came in where this felon, again, I can't talk about the specifics, but I'll give you general evidence. This fella comes out, beats the heck out of his wife, okay? Goes to jail, and he makes bond. Comes out, goes home, there's a fellow there, he beats that fellow up so badly that he puts him in a coma for 1 month. Beats up the lady as well, okay? I'm not through yet.
Yeah, I hear you.
And then he makes a bond, again. Well, he gets out, again, and yesterday we asked for a no bond. I'm telling you, I don't care what the situation is, if it's a violent offender, we're gonna ask for high bonds.
Can I follow up then?
Sure.
I just want to be clear. The district attorney didn't run, though, on not issuing high bonds for violent offenders. It was on petty crimes, things like criminal trespass. Are y'all issuing high bonds on things like criminal trespass?
I want to clarify something.
Yeah.
The district attorney does not issue bonds, period.
Excuse me, are you asking for high bonds on that, I guess, is what I'm saying?
If there's a violent offender or risk of flight, we're going to ask for high bonds. And depending on the situation, it's a lesser offense. We're not gonna hold people in jail, especially poor people, just because they don't have any money. If that's what you're getting at.
I'm just wondering whether she just originally ran that things like criminal trespass and these minor things would not have a high bond.
That's correct.
It seems though but then discussions, we've seen emails at this point that she was giving instruction in early 2017 to issue high bonds on those kinds of crimes in certain situations. So I just want to clarify. This is important to me, and that's why I'm asking you. I'm not trying to razz you.
And I think my boss is going to try to answer that as well.
Thank you. I'm Kim Ogg's point person on bail reform. I'm Tom Bergen. I'm the first assistant. Our general position is you should not be held in jail because you're poor. We've eliminated prosecution of a number of categories of crimes that were primarily prosecuted against poor people. These little marijuana cases, some shoplifting cases, other things that are crimes of circumstance. We're diverting those cases outside the criminal justice system. And those are substantial numbers of cases. Marijuana alone accounted for 10,000 cases a year in Harris County. No more. So those people are not even going to jail, much less having to worry on the bond issue. As for people who do get arrested for crimes, among the things we have to look at under the law is what kind of record do they have? Are they repeat offenders? Are they risks of flight? Is there violence involved, either in the offense or in the history of the person? And occasionally we get someone who's a really bad actor on a relatively minor thing, but we know based on their history that if we let them out, it becomes a revolving door situation. They're going right back to what they were doing because there's no deterrent for it. And the court system is too slowed down, especially after Harvey, from getting their cases adjudicated. So if we leave them out in the community for a long time without any conditions to restrain them, they're going back to crime. And that's not consistent with public safety. So we've got to look at these cases individually, or what we lawyers call case-by-case basis. Are there some people that we will seek conditions that will result in their being detained? Yes. Why? Because they are dangerous to the community. We require our lawyers to articulate those reasons when they ask a judge to set a bond that might result in that kind of restriction or detention. By and large, we agree with personal recognizance as the means to release people. We support the litigation in the federal court, which is trying to modify the behavior and get the bail bondsman out of this business. But are there circumstances where some people are simply too dangerous to be let out? Yeah. And are we to stand by based on campaign promises or policy at the risk of public safety? No, we can't do that. That's not responsible. Kim was elected on a campaign of public safety. There's a lot of ways to look at what is public safety. You can look at me skeptically, but bail reform is a balancing test with each case. And while the vast majority of people are now getting out on their own promise to appear as opposed to having to pay high bail, pay bail bondsmen or deposit money, there are some cases where we have to seek detention because of public safety. And we will go ahead and make that call. That's for you. Yes, ma'am.
I think that's a great idea because